Welcome back, everyone.
Bonsai.
Yep.
How's it?
Yo,
How's
what's up?
everybody's weekend? How's everybody's weekend?
What's up? What it do? My weekend was great. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I was gonna say real quick about the Karate Kid Legends. Like I didn't like. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it or not, but from what I've heard, like from Watch Party and some other comment commentators, it doesn't almost sounds like it's not worth it.
I would see it. I would see it because if I were you, Terrell, this isn't me like see it or don't see it, it's up to you, but I would see it just so you can get your own perspective, your own intake,
Yeah,
your own opinions. Don't let anybody else, like influence you. And and to be honest, I think like by seeing it, it it reminds us all why we're fans of the film in the first, why we're fans of this franchise in the first place, and how we want to see continued the right way
Mm-hmm.
and why that is. It reminds us why Karate Kid is as memorable as it is.
Yeah, that part I can understand, but maybe one if I ever get the time, I might get to see it. Like I said,
Yeah, it's like I said, it's an entertaining movie. It's it's a good movie. It's just that it misses like the whole foundation, like a foundation of what the Karate Kid, what what the Karate Kid was stood for, and it wasn't really just karate. It was the
no,
relationship between Mr. Miyagi and Daniel. It was the father son relationship.
mm-hmm. It's like we really got to see that connection. Like it didn't.
Same thing with Cobra Kai, father son relationship, brother relationship. Next Karate Kid, father daughter relationship
Yeah,
between Julie and Mr. Miyagi. Father son relationship in Cobra Kai between Johnny and Kreese, um Johnny and Miguel, and then with his own son, and then with Daniel, with Robbie too. It's just like just like that. They didn't put that in. It's like that was the foundation of the Karate Kid. You think Karate Kid would be as memorable as it is, as well as great, is if they left those moments out?
no, mm-hmm.
It's like Karate Kid is memorable because of those moments, and it's the kind of memory like where you can rest assured it's going to be passed on. That this movie, this TV series, any Karate Kid movie that has those moments, even if it doesn't do well at the box office, well enough at the box office, or you know what I mean,
Yeah,
isn't considered, oh, the best movie, you know what I mean? It's like
mm-hmm.
the kind it's like the kind of move it's like the kind of thing where you encourage your kids to watch. It continues on from one generation to the next.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
I agree with
But
that.
like you said, yeah, like Cobra Kai definitely brought back so many vibes from the Karate Kid movies. With like those father son moments,
Yeah,
and those
and father daughter moments too,
yeah,
between Daniel and Sam.
just those vibes.
Yeah.
And even though I haven't seen the movie yet, from the sound of it, I just kind of feel like we may not see too much of that because it kind of strays away from the like you said, the foundations and the values of
Yeah.
of what the Miyagi verse truly represents.
Exactly. But I mean, like I said, I would see it because, like, just regardless, because we don't get to see Daniel. We don't get to see Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso on the big screen too often.
No.
I mean, and he is in this movie.
Yep. Oh. I don't think I have any more thoughts about that movie, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, what about you, Rapper?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm 50-50. I might go check it out. I might not go check it out, but we'll see what happens.
I'll tell you one thing: they made a huge mistake in the opening. That I'm surprised that
Oh, really?
they made. They
Uh,
made they made a they made a big mistake in the opening.
Interesting.
Well, without going too much detail into it, like how would you describe it without?
I mean, let's just say they got the timeline wrong.
Oh shit! I better remove the link in the chat because
Yeah. Yep. Let's
Hey,
just say that they got
really, I like the opening.
what? No, I like the opening too, but
Yeah,
I'd
I
say they
like the
made it.
opening.
Yeah, no, I like the opening too. It's just that they made a mistake in that they shouldn't have made, that they should have known better to make in that opening.
Yeah,
And I think you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
The time frame.
Yeah,
kind of like when you say time frame, do you mean like like some sort of like time lapse or time skip?
No, what I mean is they got the time they got the years mixed up.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Got to love Sony.
I'm like if only
Yeah, yeah.
the
Oh
big
yeah.
three, if only the big three were the showrunners,
Yeah.
this movie would be much more likable, just as Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
So for the next spin-offs, they better be the ones behind the ones running those
Oh,
spin-offs.
I
No,
think that they will. I think that they totally will. Because I mean, like I said, like they've said, they've been in talks with it about it, you know?
yeah.
So I think that they totally will.
Mhm. And hopefully we don't. I don't think we have to wait too long. Not as long as we had to wait for the Cobra Kai show to finally come out after 30 years of.
Yeah, no, I don't think we'll be waiting that long. But I mean, they did say that they hope to announce something in in December.
This year.
Yeah, yep, of this year.
Hmm. Sounds pretty promising. Looks like it's not too far away.
Yeah, no. So you want to get started on the script?
Sure. I didn't get that pulled up.
it is surprising that we are halfway through the year already.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, it's summer
It's
already. That's
crazy.
crazy.
Okay.
So you want to maybe just run through it a little? Run through it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Opening scene. Um.
Can you
Okay.
see it?
Well, yeah, I can see it. starts off with where episode 5 ended, where after Sam sees Axel for a split second, she's still staring off. Malin then asks, "What's going on?" Sam responds, "Not that you care, not that you would care, but I saw someone familiar who looks like a boy I've seen in the past." Malin sarcastically says, "Miguel is back. Miguel is back with my aunt." "Don't tell me you have 2 boyfriends since you've been here." This hits Sam hard and stares down Malin. Okay. Okay. All right, so I read that praise for cheating.
What was that?
I read the part where to get praised for cheating.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So I got it. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I just noticed like a mistake that was made. If you just scroll up a little bit, where it says Malin then frowns at. I think we meant to put Sam.
Oh, okay, there. So Malin then frowns at Sam.
And yeah, and
Yeah, probably.
and looks away.
Okay, yeah. Probably forgot to include some words, probably because I was typing too fast or something.
Yeah, and whenever it says Malin responds in a soft voice, where the blue
Responds
underline
in.
is.
Oh yes,
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna check my Instagram real fast for a second.
Yeah.
Looks like Joe hasn't been on Instagram for almost an hour, so doesn't look like he's gonna come up.
All right. I mean, I'm sure he said he was busy, so maybe if we're lucky before we leave, he'll be able to join. Okay, so you have to find the okay.
Yep, and that's
How
where
should
we
we
left off.
Yeah, that's where we should how should we start up back up again?
Well, we pretty much like really dived into Sam and Malin's, you know, to their bond like in this episode where things kind of start off bumpy between the two, but eventually they kind of find common ground and really start to connect.
Yeah.
You kind of
Yeah.
and you did say that you have some ideas for how how we're gonna move
Yeah.
forward with.
Anyone else want to start the first sentence?
Still brainstorming about it.
Um, um, I I am still reading the last of it where it says mountain.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
okay, so you could say for this like Malin continues to look at Sam and says, "What makes you think I even want your help?" And
Okay.
Sam says Sam and Sam says, "Well, you're obviously gonna get it because you obviously need it because we're a team now, or you're obviously gonna get it because whether you want it or not because we're a team now."
Hmm.
It's for today. Sam responds, "You may not want it, but you need it. We
But you are going to need it
because we're a team,
because
like it or not."
team weather. Okay. And right now I'm still trying to think of how they're gonna actually work together.
Oh, that's supposed to be Mei Len, where it says Mei Len then stares at Sam. There's supposed to be an L after the Y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good catch.
yeah. What do you guys think?
I like it so far. Hopefully, Sam and Melee
I do
get to
too.
work together.
Yeah.
Positivity.
Do you guys have any ideas of how they could do that? Like where they go from here? Like you, rapper, you sent some pictures, yeah, on Instagram on the symbols that they could find.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So do they
Ooh.
find those
Oh.
symbols together or separately?
What if they were together? Hmm. What do you think, Tyrell? What do you think?
Well, I think they definitely have to find symbols together since they're on the same team, or else like that kind
Yeah.
of defeats the purpose of them even being a team together.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
the goal here is to kind of get these two to develop a bond here.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many pieces do they need to
I
find?
think it was 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at those symbols right now that you sent last week.
Yeah. Now, so do you think that so let's all decide which symbols that they should find. The
Yeah.
10. I'm for the moon, the one that looks like the moon.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Yeah, the
We
moon
could
is a
have
good
that
one.
be one of the 10 symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the moon sounds good. One.
And
I was was thinking they find the symbol with the moon and the moon one with the dojo symbol underneath it.
You're talking about the one that looks like a flower underneath it?
No. Hold on. Let's see. What? Wrapper. What? Okay.
What's up?
Wait. Oh, I can see it. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Sorry. It's. Wait, no. It's. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. All right. All right. So, it's the first picture. First picture, ninth symbol.
oh, the
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I see what you're talking
Yeah.
about too. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
We could add that as another symbol.
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that. Yeah.
I agree.
What about you, Rapper? Which symbol do you think we should use as well?
What if it was like a plant symbol?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So which plant symbol? There's plant symbols on here.
Oh, I do see like the flower symbol.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can use that.
Go to the second picture. Yeah, I'm still looking right now. I'm looking at the second picture right now. It's gonna be on the 18th. It's on my second picture. It's gonna be the 18th symbol. You know what I'm saying? It's a flower symbol too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still looking right now. Or um, or the 27th symbol on the second picture. It's either going to be the 18th or the 27th symbol. It's on the second picture. What do y'all think?
I mean, I like the 18th picture.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
Okay. I think the 18th symbol looks great on there. What do y'all think?
Yep, I like that too.
Definitely.
I also like if you go to the first picture, I also like the picture with the two I guess they're two like leaves, although they kind of look like two swords. Like
Yeah, I do see that. I know. I see the
I
one
see
you're
it.
talking about.
yeah,
I could also use that symbol because I actually like it. Actually
Yeah.
like that one.
Was on the
And I
first
also
picture,
see
you said?
like on like the first picture, like the eighth symbol that kind of like looks like a crescent moon kind of thing, like some sort of like
Right.
Chinese symbol. You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
Definitely.
yeah. We should
Mhm.
definitely use that too. So how many do we have so far?
I think 5 or 6.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. What about you, Underground? What other symbols do you think we should use?
Let's see. Let's see. I think a a good one will be let's see. Let's see. Um uh let's see. Um uh uh second picture, 12th symbol.
Oh, the one like with 3 leaves.
Yeah, that's a nice picture.
Hmm. And I also
Yeah.
did see one that looks like it's kind of like on the last row where it kind of looks like a bird
Yeah, that's a good. I was looking at that one too. That's a good one as well.
with its wings kind of like forming a circle. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Is it
Yep.
on the second picture, Tyrell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one too. I like that one.
Okay.
All right, so I think we have like what, 7 so far?
Hmm.
So it's 7 so far that we have, right?
I think 7 or 8, but yeah, somewhere around there. So we just need a few more.
Yeah. Um.
I kind of
What
see
about the
one. I
seventh
kind
pic?
of,
I'm sorry. Huh?
I kind of
What
saw
about
like
the second picture on 29th, 29th symbol on the second picture? What do y'all think about that one?
29th one.
Yeah, on my second picture.
Oh, kind of like the one that
Um,
resembles like a fan kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I like
that looks
that.
cool. And I
Yeah.
also did see another. I also did see another symbol that looks like a bird. That's the second to the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 Oh, that's a good one too.
I noticed like a few of them kind of look like shapes of like a fidget spinner.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And there's the other one that is shaped like a peacock too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also saw a similar picture to that bird symbol with forming a circle with its wings. Like I also saw another
Yeah,
another
that's
one
Yeah,
that,
that's a
I
good
was
one
looking at
too.
that one too.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one as well.
like the
Yeah.
20th symbol. I also saw like another one that looks like just like the one I talked about.
Right.
And the one right next to it, the 21st one that looks like a peacock symbol.
Yeah, the one I was talking about. That's a good one.
Wait, hold on. How about that second picture? 7th symbol.
Oh, the one that, or maybe the sixth picture, the sixth symbol on this, the second picture that kind of looks like the sun.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that-
that one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I
Wait,
like that one.
doesn't that look like the sun from uh Mr. Miyagi's headband?
Yeah, wait, what symbol are you talking about?
The
The what number? What number is it?
6.
The sixth symbol on the second picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does kind of look like. It does actually kind of look like. Hold on, let me see. We have to look up Mr. Miyagi's headband.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find it. All right.
Yeah, it does look very similar to that symbol.
Yeah, it does. It looks actually yeah, it does look similar.
But just come to think of it, I think if we have that as one of our symbols, that will definitely that could give them the lead to Mr. Miyagi's past.
Yeah,
Yo,
that
that's
could.
a good idea.
That could.
Honestly.
You know what I was thinking though? I was thinking, yeah, that does look similar, but so does this image. So does this symbol. The
Which one?
the one let's see one. It's the 23rd symbol, the flower symbol.
Yeah,
It's on it's on the fourth row.
yeah,
of
I
the
do. I know.
picture.
I
I
like
do see
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty cool.
So, what are we thinking? Do you think we would want to go with this symbol or the other one that?
Wait, hold on 1 second. You know what? Let's make let's go use both symbols, but let's make let's make the symbol that that you picked the one that you said resembles Mr. Miyagi's symbol, like
Yeah.
kind of like crucial.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
So the sixth one.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm kind of thinking for that symbol, like when we're writing the scripts, we should probably put it like maybe like as one of the last symbols that they find.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, y- uh, y- I think I have an idea. Symbol that we can use for the last one, just to sum up their uh, scavenge.
What?
Okay. Hold on. Um, Second, picture. 29th symbol.
Okay.
Oh, the one that also looks like the bird.
Yeah. Um, um, uh, it's kind of uh, it's kind of like a flower, kind of,
A little bit.
Yeah, a little
but it
bit.
has eight eight holders in
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. All right. Um
Oh my god. No. Oh my god.
what?
No way.
What is it?
No way that they have. No way that they have a weed plant as a
Yeah,
symbol.
yeah, I see that too.
Oh my
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
Oh my god. I laughed at that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I was eyeballing that one too. That was cool.
Oh boy.
All right. So you want to get started?
Yeah, but like I pretty much have an idea of like maybe having that flower symbol that's similar to the one on Mr. Miyagi's headband being found as one of the last of the 10 symbols. But the hardest part is coming up with like
Way to
what those other symbols are gonna represent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And that's kind of where I'm stuck right now.
Yeah, like how they're gonna find them.
Gotcha.
Um uh so you could, I mean, we could say as they headed up the mountain. See, we got to figure out a way for this to get really to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Um so I mean, we could have them say like we could have them like starting heading up the mountain and they start talking and Sam tries to get to the bottom of like Malin's attitude and they start like she starts telling Sam like sort of like her backs, like a little bit of her own story.
Hmm.
Maybe it's sort of like it's got to be sort of it should be kind of like definitely got to be sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Like her parents maybe kind of like
Like a
abandoned
flashback or
her.
something. Like a
Yeah,
flashback or something.
yeah, like abandoned her or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is like her memory lane or something. Maybe she remembers that moment on that mountain or something. Where the last
Yeah,
time she saw her parents. What do you think about that, Melissa
Yeah.
yeah,
and Tyrell? Yeah.
yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, how are we gonna get them to find these symbols?
I know. Like it's kind of almost like,
This is where Joe would come in handy.
Right.
I mean, like it would probably take. I mean, eventually, I know I could probably come up with, some ideas, but it's going to take a while. Like, like to those
Right.
10 symbols, like,
Yeah,
Um. All right. I think one of the symbols can be found on top of the mountain on a uh on a tree.
yeah.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What if it was like a stone? If they found a symbol on a
And that's
stone?
what I was kind of thinking of
Or
too.
maybe one down by the river. Or river.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
that can work too.
Mhm.
That's a stone.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe like down by like some, like, almost like by some kind of, like the shore or something.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm. I like that.
What do you think that symbol should be?
Um, I think that symbol should be
Oh, okay, okay. I have an idea. I have an idea.
Okay.
It's just
Go for it.
all right. Um. Uh. Do you remember that symbol that that I said resembles Mr. Miyagi's headband?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
Um. Um. What if that was the last uh piece that was found um somewhere in Mr. Miyagi's house, hidden very well?
Mm.
It could be.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
That would be good. All right, so who here can come up with a good sentence to start for us to get started again? So I'm drawing a blank a little bit.
Oh damn. That's kind of. Oh wait. See. You may not want it, but you are going to need it because we are a team, whether you like it or not. Okay. Um. Hold on. Um. All right. Here, write this. Sam sighs a little bit, and then looks at Malin and agrees. And then Sam says, like I have a choice
Well, this is Maylin.
in the matter. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Malin?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Maylin
Yeah.
saying, it's Sam saying you may not want it, but you need, but you need it.
Okay.
So just just swap that. Just swap the name.
Yeah. Yeah, Malin can say that.
Yeah.
My bad.
So yeah, pretty much like as we were talking about earlier, like how we could pretty much like continue with Sam and Malin walking up the mountain as they're looking for the symbols, like them like kind of diving a little bit into Malin's backstory.
Yeah. And we're gonna go back because we're gonna add some things with Miguel and Sensei Kim, but I just want to get like where
Oh,
Maylin
Sensei
and
Ami
Kim,
Lin? You mean Sensei Lin?
yeah, Sensei Lin, yeah,
Oh,
where
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
want to
Wow,
get where,
Marissa.
where I just want to get where Sam and Maylin are in this episode, just like centered,
Yeah.
Right.
Sensei Kim is in South
I know.
Korea.
I know.
So
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. But yeah, Tyrell, if you want to, you want to write down what underground said.
oh, like about Malin?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like with what Malin says to Sam. You want to repeat it? Underground. I'll be right back.
Um. All right. So, Malin agrees to help Sam and says, like I have a choice in the matter.
Okay. And this is kind of where I'm gonna start off with Sam and Malin walking up the mountain.
Oh, Sam, can ask, what happened to your
Yeah,
parents?
the first thought that pops up in my head is they both passed away. Because we know that Sensei Lin is her aunt.
Right.
So I'm thinking
She has
something must
nobody.
have happened. If we
Right.
were to go this route, then something must have happened to both of her parents.
Right. It could be an accident, or who knows? Who knows what? God knows what.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely makes more that that definitely could make that make sense since Malin is the way she is.
Right.
Still kind of thinking of like how we can describe how it happened.
Right.
I mean, I do have two ideas on how like on how on on how regarding like her parents. Like
Uh-huh.
like the first idea is like let's like something does happen to both of them where they die in a very brutal storm, kind of similar to the one we saw in Karate Kid 2 with a typhoon.
Right.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
something similar to that. Yeah.
Or my second idea is that maybe kind of similar to what Malin did to Miguel and Sam back in that mountain with Sensei Lin's challenge, where Malin, Malin kind of left both Miguel and Sam to 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 pretty much endure to pretty much go up the mountain themselves while she takes the shortcut. Like what if like her like the way she treated both Miguel and Sam is kind of the way that her parents treated her, like by pretty much abandoning her and them not being seen again.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Hey, so what did I miss?
So we're pretty much kind of coming up with ideas like about Malin's parents, like kind of
Yeah.
like so far I wrote like Sam and Malin walking up the mountain, like where they start their conversation, and then Malin opens up, about her past, like about how like the mountain reminds her of where she used to be with both of her parents back in the day.
Yeah. Yep.
And like I kind of came up with two ideas on how that really connects to why Malin is the way she is. Like with one idea with both of her parents passing away in a very brutal typhoon storm, similar to the one we saw in the second Karate Kid movie.
Yeah,
Or
we could say that.
or the second idea is maybe her parents disappear and abandon her, which is kind of similar to what she did to Miguel and Sam back at that mountain.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that could
read, read my
both
idea
work.
in the private chat.
I actually like the second one where her parents abandoned her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll I think that opens up for a lot more of a world possibilities.
Yeah, and plus it does kind of line up. It would also line up with how Malin behaves in the present day with how she
Right.
treated both Miguel and Sam, and just
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
kind of snobbish behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back again, okay?
Okay. Yeah. pretty much say that Malin then responds with, oh yeah, Underground. I just saw your in the private chat what you wrote about her parents being pushed off the mountain during a brutal storm.
Oh, oh, okay. What you think of it?
Yeah, I like it, but like I think we should still go with this the second one where Malin is abandoned by her parents because it kind of connects. It kind of lines up more with how Malin behaves.
Oh yeah, it does make sense though.
Mm-hmm.
How about this?
Yeah. So far, I wrote, Malin saying like where she once had a life where she's around people uh, that
What
she
if
will.
you type? Huh? I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, you're good. Yeah, I said Malin then responds softly with, "I once had a life where I feel like I mattered, a life where I was around people that I feel like cared about me and who I can really trust."
What if you type? However, it turned out to be a lie. How about that? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I was gonna say something like, yeah, however that all changed.
Mm-hmm.
That that all changed when I found out it was all a lie.
Yes.
Then I can kind of go back to, like Sam asking what kind of lie.
Oh, um,
and then Malin like turns her back on Sam and then says she says only wait, hold on. She says a lie you can't come back from.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
That's a pretty good one.
And then
Hand
What were you
back.
gonna say?
and
I'm
Okay.
back.
and then Sam is more curious than ever now.
Hand back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Melissa, we kind of like dove deeper into,
Okay.
like
Yeah. I'm reading it right now. Okay, that's good. That's good. This gives kind of like more depth.
mhm.
Yeah.
And Sam could say, like, what do you mean can't come back from? What happened to your what happened to your parents?
Says what kind? It says what happened to your parents?
Mayland, you could say Mayland like starts to lightly brush away the tears a little bit
Yeah.
as she says this. They ditched me.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then Malin balls up her fist a little bit, just thinking about what her parents have done.
And Malin says, with as she clenches her fists. See, how can we make this really more tragic? We could just say that they ditched me when I was 3 years old.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm also thinking like when Malin mentions that they ditch her, like I'm kind of thinking like how and where did they ditch her?
We could say something like along the lines of they said that they had their own, they said that they wanted they said that they had their own lives that they had to continue, and they couldn't continue it with me because so,
Oh damn! Oh damn! Now I feel bad for Maylin now.
so they said that they had their own lives, but they didn't want to continue, but that they couldn't, they had important things to do, and that they couldn't do, and that they felt like they felt like I couldn't be part of the kind of life that they wanted.
Sounds tragic.
Yeah, I kind of thought like, I like where you're going with that, and I also thought maybe like there's like maybe like one day where like they ditched her like without them even telling her they're gonna do that, or and I'm thinking like Malin probably wakes up one day and then like finds herself alone.
They didn't
Well,
even say goodbye to her and anything.
I was thinking like they tell her that as they just dump her over at her aunt's.
Oh, and then drives off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense because I was thinking like once they abandon her, like there's gotta be a way she gets to her aunt Sensei Lin.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Oh
Right.
damn! Now, all right. Now I feel bad for Malin.
Yeah, her story is kind of tragic. I'm hearing right now.
well,
I'm
from what
reading too.
I mean in general, like no matter how bad they may seem, like there's always like they always come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Like no one is like is truly pure evil. Like some like you're not even born that way, because
Yeah. Yep. No,
Right.
pure evil isn't
Mhm.
born, it's made.
mm-hmm.
Crease and silver are proof of that.
Yep, they were made.
Right.
They weren't born like that. They were made into monsters. Monsters are
Yeah.
made.
That's
Yep.
right.
All right, so you wanna add that, Tyrell?
Yes, so like I can pretty much like continue with Malin clen- clenches her fist, describes along with more tears flowing.
That I was my parents told me that they had more important, and more important lives ahead of them that didn't include me, and that as far as they were concerned, I never should have happened in the first place.
Oh boy.
And they need a break. A break from me. So they dumped me over at my aunt's without even saying goodbye. Just said that I was her problem now. Well, they told her aunt that.
They told
Yep.
just kind of thinking about it, if this really were to come true, that would mean that maybe Chosen might have known about Malin, or probably even met her if Sin Sensei Lin and Chosen were co-senseis together.
Maybe it would depend.
Possibly, definitely.
Possibly, but don't forget, she might have been away at school.
Yeah.
Do you want to just keep going for a few minutes and then maybe call it a night?
Yeah. No, we didn't get too far, but
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm all for. What day during the week are you available, Tyrell?
well, pretty much today and Thursday.
All right. So Thursday, we're definitely doing a group call, and we're definitely going to discuss how much further we want to get on the script on this script for next Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and what we want that script to be. You know, like what we want written down.
Yep.
I'll be available on Thursday too.
Okay.
So we're definitely got to do that, because then this way we're a bit more prepared. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're not struggling to come up with ideas like
Yeah.
on the spot.
Like kind of similar to what I did with my fan fiction, where I already know what I'm gonna put. I even presented it to you guys.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's like where we come up with ideas and we discuss them, and then Tuesday we write them down. You know, like we put them down the script.
Yep, and I'll probably make sure to even jot them down so that way I don't forget about them.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of write them down so that way, okay, it's like this is what we're gonna write. That way
Yeah.
we know.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Because we want this to be a really good script. You know.
Because like I feel like if we go into this not even knowing what we're gonna put down, it's not good. It's almost it's pretty much not gonna make sense.
Right. Exactly.
We're pretty much gonna be looking back and like, what did we really write this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I like where we're heading,
Yeah.
with
Oh,
Malin's.
yeah,
I
this
do
is a
too,
great story. I
honestly.
love it. I love it. It's a real great story here.
But yeah,
And Sam like really looks at like Malin like really sympathetically as if in a new light, you know? Um even even tears welling up in her eyes a little bit from what Malin has told her.
hmm
And Malin says I've Malin just says defensively, I've gotten over it. I've gotten used to not being cared about.
Oh, okay. Um, I have um um I have something to add. Okay. Maylin then says defensively, um, um, it is not your fault, LaRusso. I have gotten, I
Well,
have, I have gotten over it now.
yeah, well, she wouldn't really say that to really Sam, that wasn't her fault because, I mean, she knows it's not her fault, but it's like she wouldn't really say she wouldn't really say that to like to Sam. Sam's not blaming herself. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but I do. I'm just thinking outside the
Right.
box and
Um.
creatively on
o-
how I would write it.
So Terrell, you could say, s- uh, s- you could say for the next line, Sam says your aunt cares about you. She's raised you all this time. She's raised you all this time, and you got to know she loves you. Malin says, "Yeah, well, she's not my mom, even though she kind of, even though And all I see him to do is just disappoint her.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like something she would say?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what she's been she's been saying about how she think how she thinks how her aunt thinks about her.
Yeah. Yep. And Sam could say, well, I think it's a little bit harsh. She's trying in her own way. You know, Mr. Miyagi wasn't my grandfather. Wasn't totally my grandfather, but I still loved him. I still loved and thought of him as much as if he could be, or as if he was. Or I still loved and thought of him so much that he was, no matter what.
Mr. Miyagi was
Not
not
totally my grandfather.
but
I loved him so much. I never thought of him as anything else.
I never thought of him.
As anything else. And Maylin, and then she adds, it's like, why don't you try meeting your aunt halfway?
Oh, Sam says that?
Yeah. And I'll bet you she won't be disappointed in you. I bet she won't be disappointed with that.
Why don't you meet?
Why?
Oh,
And I'm sure she won't be disappointed with that. And Maylin responds, you don't know my Aunt LaRusso.
Or maybe Maylin can reply maybe you're right, LaRusso, but you don't know my aunt, like Melissa said.
I would say she would just at this point say, you don't know my Aunt LaRusso. She would never say Sam was right. Not at this early. What do you think, Taro?
yeah, I agree.
Oh wow, I feel like all my ideas are bad.
No, you came
No,
up with you came up with a lot of great ideas.
As a fact, I believe I did put down a few of what you said.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you came up with a lot of great ideas.
Thanks.
We have to think about like the character himself, the character. We can't just like add things. We have to think about the character and the kind of person that we want this character to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what we're setting them up for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I hear
it's
you.
like we could add it, we could make sense, but is it something that Maylin would say?
Right.
Would
We
given
also
how
got to set it up to where like how it will all make sense in the long run.
yeah.
Oh,
No, I've liked
okay.
what you said, Underground.
Yeah.
So, you don't know my aunt LaRusso. She raised me, and I can't even really get her. And I can't even really get her. I'll be lucky to if I can even get her to smile at me. Whereas where you come in, you walk into the dojo, you do a few moves that impress her, and and you get all the praise in the world from her. Praise that I've been trying my entire life to get.
Perform a few moves and
Bam, you get bam, you get her impressed, and you get her you get her impressed. Impressed in a way that I've been wanting to my whole life.
Or Sam can maybe say um that was not my intention or something.
Yeah, she could say something like that, and she could say that wasn't my intention. I was just just trying
to
I was just trying to figure out my family's mystery.
family's mysteries and origins.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and Malin could say, "Our families, all families have mysteries. Maybe they should stay that way. Because if you don't have because if you can't, because when you don't find out the truth, you don't get hurt."
Oh yeah, like Malin does make a good point there. Even though like sometimes you do need to find those answers, but
Yeah.
When you find the truth, kind of similar to how Daniel was really digging into Mr. Miyagi's past back in season 6, and where it kind of got him, where he started doubting himself and doubting everything that Mr. Miyagi taught him.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I agree with that.
Malin says, All families have mysteries, LaRusso. And you know what? They should stay that way. They should
stay that way.
Because when you find out the truth, all it does is just it causes more harm than good. But Sam could say, yeah, but you find out a little bit something. Yeah, but it's true. You may not like what you find, but at the end, it's because of what you find that you find out a little piece of yourself that you didn't know existed. Do you think that's something she would say too?
Mm-hmm.
And you find out that a lot more about your own roots, as well as the roots of of certain family members, and how deep they run, and how deep they really run and go.
Mm-hmm.
And how deep they really go. And doing that, and with that, it allows you to form your own roots.
By doing that, it allows you
to form your own root.
Form your own roots.
All right. Do you think we should end it right there? Well, and then we could just and then we'll end it right here with Malin looking at Sam curiously.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
Yeah. And and then at the bottom, you could put to be continued.
Yeah, we could. Thing is, we're not finished with this episode, but I'll still put it down.
Yeah.
That's something I would do.
Say in all caps. Okay. So
Yep.
do you think so far?
Yeah, I think it's so far so good. I think it really dives into like who Malin is as a character, and it definitely does take in the direction of where where we're taking our character
Mm-hmm.
in the future. And you guys know where we're taking our character in the future seasons.
Yep. But yeah. Anyways, well, I think even though we didn't get too far, like I really like what we came up with Malin's past.
Yeah. Yeah, yep. I think Joe would like it too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Joe will definitely like it. But yeah, we're definitely doing a phone call on Thursday
Yep.
to discuss more of this so that we have a more of a better idea, and we don't get stuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
we're not trying to force ideas out, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I'd say for the phone call we discuss like how they find these symbols.
Yeah.
And I think we have a couple of days to think about how they could do that.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, I actually have to start heading out.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, this was really great. Thank you so much,
Yeah, of course.
Tyrell.
Anytime.
Of course,
We're
thank you.
definitely and also to Tyrell, will you be available tomorrow for a phone call with me or?
Unfortunately not, because I had to get up first thing in the morning for my internship and then pretty much have my other job right after.
What time do you get home from your other job?
11. Pretty much.
11 your time?
Yep, I'm pretty much out and about
Oh,
all
all
day
right.
tomorrow.
All right. So yeah, so we'll just stick with Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. Pretty much
All
Tuesdays
right.
and Thursdays are pretty much the only days I have any sort of free time.
All right. Yeah, no, Thursdays are good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll see you guys then. All right. This was really good. All right.
It
Yeah.
sure was. Thank you. Y'all have a great night.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have a great night. All right.
Talk to you all on Thursday.
Yep. All on Thursday. Yep. Bye.
Bye.